This is Monkey and Crimson,
Hey.
and welcome back to Monkey Magic Gaming, and welcome back to Here for the Booze series, episode 3. Yes, we have cool little props. Didn't realise they were there at first. We have cool glow-in-the-dark props. They're probably not glowy in the dark as much as because we've got lights and stuff on us, but they're still cool. It's Halloween, so we're allowed to be a little silly on Halloween.
Absolutely.
Alright, so for this episode, we're going to be doing alien stories, which is actually a kind of scary, spooky story that I'm not a skeptic about, because I totally believe that we are not the only life out there. We can't possibly be.
We'll see.
We're going to find out tonight, are we?
Yeah.
Alright, but we need a special cocktail for this episode, don't we? What's this episode's one?
This episode's cocktail is glow in the dark.
Ooh. It's just glow in the dark?
Just a
Does it have a name? It's got a
glow in
name,
the
I
dark
think.
cocktail.
Oh no, it's literally just called glow in the dark cocktail. I thought he was being silly. Okay, beautiful bartender, as always, is going to show you how to make the glow in the dark cocktail. So, cut to that. Alright, into the first story. But I feel like we need to really appreciate this for a second. I'm gonna show you how glow in the dark this is. See it's glowing? Can't tell with the lights on. Tell now, can't you? That's glow. Okay. Had to do it. Alright. Let's kick into the first story about aliens. The Hill Abduction. One of the most famous and earliest American stories of alien abductions. You'll find it all. A little sex. Okay. Violence and mystery. I thought this was meant to be scary.
Yeah.
It's getting a bit naughty.
Ooh.
Okay. Betty and Barney Hill, of course. Betty and Barney. This already seems like a very true story. Betty and Barney. Good names. A married couple living in New Hampshire in 1961 claimed they encountered over a dozen extraterrestrials while driving home from Niagara Falls the night of September 19th. They spotted a strange object in the sky. They followed their car down the highway. Scared, Barney sped up until the couple heard a beeping sound and blacked out. Okay, so they've been abducted at this point, I'm guessing.
That's a lot of aliens for one abduction.
I know.
A dozen.
Dozen.
It's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Well, alien people.
Alien people. They heard an identical beeping sound and woke, now 35 miles south of the location where they had first spotted the UFO. How did they know they were 35 miles south if they'd been just gone unconscious and then suddenly woken up?
I imagine
The aliens were nice enough to inform them, going, "Hey buddy, it's been 35 miles since we knocked you out."
Yeah, I feel like they probably figured that out from where they last were to where they then were.
I guess so. Alright. They had no idea how they ended up so far from where they started. Betty sought out a psychiatrist who placed them both under hypnosis. While in a trance, Betty recalled seeing the aliens, about 11 or 12 of them, humanoid with cat-like eyes and long slits for mouths. Okay, that's terrifying. They allegedly dragged her and her husband onto their ship, where she said they inserted a needle into her stomach, which they told her was a pregnancy test. Then they extracted sperm from Barney, spoke briefly to the couple, and returned them to their car. Alright.
Then why were they 35 miles from their car?
Yeah! Well, no. Yeah, I think it said 35 miles south of the location where they first spotted. So maybe they took them with the car.
Maybe.
Maybe.
That seems like a long way to take a car.
I'm more disturbed about the fact they extracted semen from like
rando.
From Barney. Because it's not like they did it with a needle or something, because if they extracted sperm, then she knows they extract. So they must have done it in a very
Little old up the duff.
Up the duff.
Little
maybe Barney likes
hanky panky with slitty alien mouth.
Slitty cat-eyed alien guy.
Oh,
woo. That's a party. I think Barney and Betty were having a bit of wild stuff, and they started hallucinating, blacked out.
That seems like the most likely of cases.
It was the 60s. Lots of people having crazy stuff back in the 60s.
I guess so.
I think they were at a house party and they just don't remember.
That's a possibility.
Yeah. Alright. I don't know. I give that a 1, to be honest. 1 out of 5 boos.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 1 out of 5 boos too.
Yeah.
It definitely was not a whole lot going on.
No.
Just some slitty alien mouths.
I will admit the way they described the aliens actually got me a bit. That sounded freaky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yes, on to story number 2. Alright, story number 2.
My story is called Tituni Villa Boas.
So,
Brazilian, I think.
Come again?
Antonio Villa Boas.
Okay, that's the name.
Antonio Villa Boas.
Good luck, buddy.
Yeah. Villas Boas, a Brazilian farm art person.
Oh, Villa Boas. Of the Boas family.
Of course.
Makes sense now.
Yeah. Villas Boas, Brazilian farmer. He's a farmer, leave him alone.
Leave it alone. Villas Boas are the farmers of the Boas. Alright, sorry. Kick into it, buddy. Kick into it. I'm sorry I keep interrupting you with my Villas Boas farmer.
As a Brazilian farmer.
What's his name again?
Villas Boas, a Brazilian farmer, I've read it that many times I don't have to read it, was ploughing his fields one day in 1957 when he claimed to see an object in the sky illuminated by purple lights. According to him, humanoid creatures descended, brought Boas into their aircraft, and subjected him to medical experimentation. This sounds like the CIA have come to Brazil and just randomly
stolen this poor farmer.
Poor Boas.
Poor Boas.
He's just having a bad day.
Poor Boas. First his name's Boas, and then...
It's a bad Boas day.
Yeah, bad Boas day for bad Boas badass.
I've lost my track now.
Sorry, there's all this Boas.
Things got really weird after that. The aliens, he claimed, rubbed a strange Viagra-like gel over his body. What the hell is wrong with people? Why is there always something weird? Why are the aliens always with Viagra?
Sorry. It got weird after this point. It said after this point. So prior to that, it wasn't weird. It was like, this is just a nice, they're just giving me a nice medical examination.
Yeah, classic
bend over,
Thursday afternoon.
Bend over, cough. It's all good. Like, these aliens, they're good blokes. They're giving me a good examination. They were going to send me on my way. Then it got weird.
What day is it? Oh, it's Thursday. 2 days after the aliens sucked me into their aircraft.
Yeah, 2 days later, I was like, shit's starting to get weird now.
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
Like, first 2 days were okay, but then there's weird Viagra cream. Now shit's getting weird. Now, guys, the first 2 days were alright. I think you should send me home now. I'm a bit worried about my farm. You guys are rubbing Viagra cream on me. What the hell is Viagra cream? Why do you have it? Stop rubbing it on me.
I just read a little further, and it does actually get weirder from here.
All right, keep going.
I don't know whether we're all ready for this.
Let's do it. We've already how many drinks in? Let's just.
A lot.
I don't feel this is real, but keep going.
The aliens, he claimed, rubbed a strange Viagra-like gel over his body. A beautiful blonde woman soon appeared. A blonde woman just randomly in Brazil just appeared. Feeling an instant attraction to her, they had sex several times. Afterward, Boas said in an interview, she turned to me, pointed to her belly, and seemingly pointed to the sky before leaving. What?
We're off to go get moon pies.
Oh, right.
That's what, yeah.
Classic.
Very hungry after all this sex.
Too much
Off to go
sex,
get moon pies in space.
Moon pies.
That's what,
He took it to mean that she was now pregnant and was going to return to her own planet to raise his baby.
Why couldn't she have told him this? Like, because how did he know that this cream was a Viagra cream? They had to have told him, or did they just rub cream on him and he enjoyed it?
Every single one of his limbs was just like...
Yeah, he enjoyed it, and he was just like, must be Viagra cream, because, he was enjoying those people rubbing him down.
Oh, he must... If he went several times, it's definitely lasted longer than 3 hours and medical attention should have been sought.
If after 2 days he was going, now things are getting weird, I think he was enjoying the whole, process.
Yeah. I'm a little sick.
I think things like this might have been involved.
Yeah, I feel like it's sad that the aliens... It doesn't really explain what they looked like, other than apparently look like people.
Yeah,
And
maybe it was
they
just...
rubbed the Viagra.
Yeah, maybe it was just some cult just kidnapped this poor Brazilian farmer and were like...
I just like that he found a blonde woman in Brazil in the 50s. Like, this seems less plausible than alien abduction for it to be anything else.
Yeah. All right.
What are we going to rate this one?
I don't know. I kind of want to give it some more because it was funny. But I feel like booze should be for scary, right? But
it's not at all scary.
No, I think if we're going off that premise, then I think I'm going to give it half a boo.
Poor Villas Boas.
Poor Villas Boas, the badass farmer from Brazil.
Villas.
Villas.
Like a house.
Villas, and his Villas of Boas.
He's just had a bad... He's had an amazing...
Yeah, what are you talking about? He's had a bad time. It looked like he had a great three-day bender.
I think he's had an awesome dream, and it sucks to wake up from his weird blonde woman pointy sky dream.
Yeah, I think he was losing track of days on that farm, and he just had a really good night's dream, and then went, wait, it was Tuesday yesterday, right? And now it's Friday. No, mate, it was Thursday yesterday, and you just had a good night's sleep and had a naughty dream.
Yeah, well, he went from ploughing his fields to ploughing some fields.
Yeah, I thought that.
Ooh-wee. Alright, I'm going to give this also maybe a 1.
Maybe a 1?
Just for the fact that Villas Boas got the ploughing done in 2 different galaxies.
I know.
Ooh-wee.
Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee indeed.
Good Viagra, this one.
Yep, good Viagra. That's where it cuts to. It's like... Boas is Viagra.
Boas is Viagra.
It's out of this world.
Alright, on to number 3. I think that was your 3.
There you go. That's it. Story 3. Alright, guys. Story 3. Okay, so I feel like some of these words are out to get me.
Why you didn't have Villas Boas?
Valid. Allagash Abduction.
Okay, rough. Let's see how this is going.
Allagash Abduction. In 1976, 4 friends out on a fishing trip noticed a bright light over the water. They canoed out, flashing their flashlights, thinking it was a distress signal. Then, blacked out. When they woke at their campsite, none had any idea what had happened. Afterwards, all 4 reported identical nightmares. They saw beings with long heads and necks, and insect-like fingers probing their bodies for skin and fluid samples. All the men passed lie detectors tests and were determined by psychiatrists to be mentally stable. That's it.
That's the story?
That's the story.
What the... What? Alien... So, effectively, we've gone to the...
Boas.
Having
A whole lot of time.
Having a great time. Sowing the wild oats all over the place.
Yeah, different galaxies and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then these campers all black out. All imagine getting raped, essentially, by...
What?
Well, they're stealing fluids and stuff.
Oh.
Like, I guess it's not, but they're taking their fluids. Like, it's still, like, not nice. And then they wake up and they apparently all have the same nightmare. And look, a lie detector test isn't a guarantee of the truth. Like, so many people have passed the lie detector test. Like psychopaths have passed the lie detector test without things. The only thing you need to do to pass the lie detector test is be calm. Because it's all about, like, stress levels and stuff, not actually, like, truth and lie. But still, the fact that, like, these 4 random campers passed the lie detector test. They literally believe this happened, or even if they were trying to lie about this happening, I feel like their stress levels would be... I don't know.
I just find it interesting that the aliens that created the clones in Star Wars have just rocked up to Earth and have been like, boop, 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 go steal all your insides, like.
I know. Like, why do aliens always want to do this? Why are there never any stories about aliens being like, hi, we want to help you and, like, make you better, or we just want to be, like, not return you. Just take you, and then again, I guess there'd be no stories if they took them and didn't return them.
That's true. The entire background of the TV show V was effectively that.
It was.
And then they were not good aliens. I guess.
They came because they were hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretending to be good, actually wanting to feast on everyone. Excellent. I don't know. I feel like alien stories that have got to get me is, like, literally Alien. Like the original Alien movie. Like, sets a good, like, premise. It, like, builds you into it. It's terrifying. It builds up characters and has that real, like, horrorness to it.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Not butt stuff and stealing samples and big blonded women. Yeah,
blonded women raising babies in the sky. Like, it feels a bit far-fetched.
It does.
Have we rated this one yet?
I don't think so. I'm gonna give it I'm gonna give it a boo. I'm gonna give it a boo.
You're gonna give it a boo. A full boo.
A full boo.
I can't give it a half a boo. I give it half one maybe because it's short.
Good boo.
I give it half one because it's short, but that's all that I can muster for such a short story that ended in insect-fingered aliens stealing me insides.
Yep. All right. On to the next one.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4. Oof. This one's called Jesse Long.
Jesse Long ran from the law. Okay, sorry.
Long claimed he's been abducted many times since childhood.
Many times?
Many.
Damn, this poor guy. Alien's just got a hard on for it.
He's got to leave.
Since he was a kid. He stayed in the same... I'm sorry, we don't even know the story yet, but has he stayed in the same town? Like, leave. Go somewhere else.
Like it. Beginning in 1957, at 5 years old, like the Hills, whatever that means, like the Hills, Long only recalled the details of his abduction after hypnosis. Oh, the Hills.
The Hills from the previous... that makes sense.
He claimed
I thought you were on about actual Hills.
I thought that's what I was talking about too.
Yeah.
He claimed he was examined by the aliens, who took him and inserted a mysterious object into his leg.
Okay, at least it's not, like, this doesn't seem as sexual. Oh, okay.
Horrifically, he also says he was forced to have sexual relations with a female alien.
Blonde chick.
And she's back.
She's back.
She's back for more of the old long oats.
Oh, long oats.
Collecting. Gone from the Brazilian to Mr. Long. Hopefully this was, like, later on.
Yeah, not when he was a.
No.
He said he's been being abducted since he was a kid.
It doesn't
He
really
didn't really
explain that. It doesn't.
specify what this story was from. I'm hoping not as a kid.
No, I reckon. Well, they're aliens.
Back when he was short, not long.
Yeah, well, true.
Hmm.
They're aliens. But I have a question: is how do you determine if it's a female alien?
Yeah, like there's all in all these stories, like they've got like aliens have the same like anatomy as us, but they wouldn't.
No.
Like to say that, that's like a bit far fetched. Like aliens are going to be like all kinds of. I guess there could be some similarities here and there, but like
They're not going to have the same bits.
no, different bits.
Like, even animals on Earth don't have the same bits.
No, there'd be like vast differences, right? Differences.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
And I don't get the sex thing either. Like,
No, why don't they
nobody
always?
Nobody goes like, "Oh, gonna collect ducks and fuck them." Like, it's not a thing that
No,
happens.
you're right. You're right. There isn't like what do you call someone who's like trying to discover new animals?
Entomologist?
Yeah, they don't go around going like, "Ooh, I just discovered a new species of animal. Let's fuck it."
Yeah.
They don't go. Some guys are like, "Oh, I just found a new species of fish. What if I fuck it?"
Yeah. They don't
Like, why are these aliens always determined on just fucking us?
This is a different kind of ape creature.
Hmm.
I'm gonna put my penis
I'm
in it
gonna
and
put
just
it-
see if it
I'm gonna make
works
it
the
put
same.
its penis in me.
Yeah.
Like, just what's? I'm gonna inject. It's why? Like, why do they travel? Why would they travel light years to like? Because like we've got telescopes that can discover like all these different distances, and we haven't been able to discover life. So they have to be like traveling light years to get to us. Why are they traveling this so far distance with advanced technology that can travel like light years just to fuck us? And then just not even like have the common decency to like call us the next morning.
No.
Just be like, nah, fucked you and left. That was it.
I feel like that's a long way to get a dick.
Yeah, I know.
Like-
Like that's a long way for a booty call.
That's right.
It's like just
there's
international booty call. Like that, you're not calling them the next day on the same zip code.
That's yeah. I feel like if we send scientists to another planet and we went, "Ooh, there's life on another planet. How about we bring it back inside this chick that we came with?" But that's not a thing that's gonna fly. is
No,
it?
it's not. No, it's not. We're not
No.
just going to be like, hey, humankind, we finally achieved space travel. Let's go to another planet. Oh, this advanced life. Or maybe they're not as advanced as us. They're a bit more primitive. Instead of trying to communicate with them and see what they know, let's bring them back to our spaceship and fuck them.
I feel like it's a rough go.
It is.
But
Alright.
I gotta say, poor Jesse.
Jesse.
Poor Jesse.
I know, he had a rough life.
Go. Other like being forced to have sex with an alien.
I know.
It also doesn't say that it was a female alien of the same kind.
No, it didn't. He just said forced to have sex with an alien.
You think you'd get enough from the first or the second time?
But his whole life?
But that's a long time if you're getting done several
I
times.
know, right?
Like you come and you're like, whoa, this is a new person. Let's get all their information. Tag them and let them go back into the wild. Come back again and again, it seems like.
Excessive. Poor Jesse.
Poor Jesse.
Alright. To the next story.
Well, we've got to rate this one first.
Oh yeah, we do. Alright, I don't know, I felt bad for Jesse. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it 1 just because I feel bad for Jesse.
I'll give him 1 alien booty call.
I like that. That was well done. Alright.
Single alien booty call.
Single alien boo tickle. Okay, on to the next one then. Alright, on to the next story. Number 5. Hillary Porter. That looked like Potter. Can you imagine? Hillary Porter.
That's-
Just the Hillary Potter. It's the female version of Harry Potter.
They
Do that gender swap. Everyone loves gender swaps these days in movies and TV shows. New Harry Potter coming out. Hillary Potter. All right.
Harry Potter and the alien sex venture.
The Alien Chamber of Secrets. The Philosopher Bone. Oh, I'm sorry, viewers. We are clearly getting more intoxicated. Please
Hillary-
drink.
Harry Potter and the Order of the Penis.
Oh god. I'm so sorry, viewers. Oh,
Harry
please
Potter
drink
and
responsibly.
Hillary Potter and the Half-Bone Prince.
Stop. Please stop. Oh, I don't think I can take anymore. Oh. Oh god. Oh, I'm crying. Oh my god. Alright, let me read my goddamn story. They came here to listen to scary stories, not to hear your profanity about
Hillary Potter.
the order of the penis. Oh god.
This is a bad idea.
This is a bad idea. Oh, and we thought we could get through 4 episodes of this. Oh my god. Alright.
Alright, read the story quick.
Okay, I'm gonna read through the story quick before I lose it. Okay. Hillary Porter. Like long.
God damn it, it's come back to long.
Oh, okay. Alright, we're good. Alright. Hillary Porter. Like Long, Porter said she'd been abducted more times over the course of her life than she can count. She was first taken at 5 years old while playing outside. Suddenly, there was a reptilian alien in front of me. Oh, sorry, that was her saying that. I gotta do better. Suddenly, there was a reptilian alien in front of me, Porter told the mirror. What?
What's a news agency?
Oh, okay. It had scaly skin, black holes on the nose, and a little mouth. Okay, that's a bit scary.
Black holes.
Black holes on the nose, so like holes within its nose. Like that's creepy, and like a tiny little mouth.
Tiny, teeny.
It wasn't tall, maybe 5 feet, but very strong. It grabbed my arms and pulled me towards a disc in a depression in the field. It dragged me underneath into a lift, and the door slid open. Inside, Porter claims the alien stripped her and forcibly inserted a probe in her body. Why is it always got to be this way? I don't know. She said she has a metal implant in her ear to this day. I call bull.
Yeah.
She's telling me right now that she has a metal implant in her ear from these aliens that she told the newspaper about. And that, doctors haven't, gone and checked.
I would be looking.
It's like, I've got a metal implant in my ear from aliens. Cool, let's do a scan and check. Let's, do any medical I guess it is in the USA, though. They don't have the best medical. Maybe they were like, that'll cost $5,000 to check if you got a metal implant. Nah, I've definitely got it in my ear. You don't need to check. That costs too much money.
The US have some of the best medical technology in the world, but it's expensive to use.
Exactly. They've got great medical. Just can't afford it.
Yeah.
We're in Australia.
Yeah. All right. Well, I feel like that's filled with similar things to the Long story, where we've discussed just a lot of inserting.
A lot of inserting. And since she was 5, she'd been abducted by them. I was like, what were they doing? They were going nah, she ain't ready yet.
Yeah, and Long also started at 5.
Yeah, what the hell? They're like this. It's kind of messed up. If this was, I am calling bull on these stories, some of these stories, but if they were true, it's kind of messed up. These aliens are traveling to the millions of light years, and just going stealing these 5-year-olds, and then going, someday we're going to probe you, and waiting until they're of age, and then going, all right, it's probing time. But you're of age now. Probing time.
Well, we catch and tag baby animals.
Yeah, but we don't then wait until they're of age and then fuck them.
Well, I'm just putting it out there that nobody said these things are happening in any kind of particular order.
I know. I prefer it being in an order because it doesn't. I can't deal with that.
People need to specify in their creepy alien stories of it being okay or not okay. I feel like
I don't think it's okay, no matter what. I don't think it's okay.
I feel like the use of forced is forced definitely puts things in a bit more of a disturbing sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. We're laughing about these stories, but yeah, it's still just not right. Like,
no.
I don't think these people are right in the head though.
Poor people.
Poor people with these issues in their minds,
Hmm.
thinking that aliens are taking them. I just feel like if aliens were traveling all these light years, they wouldn't be doing this stuff.
No.
I feel like there'd be more to it. I believe in aliens. I just don't think they've visited us yet. And if they have visited us, I think we've been typical humans. And we have them in like some bunker somewhere and we're torturing them or experimenting on them. I think like any aliens that have come to visit us have probably been all peaceful and been like, hey, we want to know about your society and stuff. And our government's just straight away been like, yep. Trank dart into a CIA agent, like FBI bunker somewhere, and they're just like, they're probing them.
I reckon that's probably the most likely scenario.
Yeah, if aliens have visited us, there's no way that they're... Or maybe that's why there's all these stories of people getting probed, because they're like, look, Jeffrey came here back in 1961, and we haven't seen him since. What'd you do with him? And then they found out that Jeffrey's been in a bunker somewhere being probed by FBI agents for years. So they're like, you know what? It's payback time.
Yeah, maybe.
We're gonna take some Jesse Long and some other people under our wings and some Hillary Porter and get our revenge.
Oof. Alright, what do you want to rate this story?
I know. I think a lot of these alien stories aren't going to get anything over 2, to be honest.
I agree. It's got to be quite the boo to
Quite the boo. I'm going to give that half.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a half as well.
Half
Mostly because it's light on specifics, which might be for a very good reason, but the fact that it's so light on specifics makes it a bit less plausible to me.
Yeah, I agree.
Very specific with the alien type.
Yeah, the alien types seemed a bit scary, like black holes in the nose. That's not your typical, like, you know, little green man with big black eyes, and like, little mouth is pretty typical of what I've heard of. But little black holes in the nose, that's creepy. That's something new.
Yeah. I'll give it also a half. Just a nice, quick, easy one.
Yeah. On to the next one.
Number 6. Number 6.
Number 6.
This one is called Donna and Clayton Lee.
Donna and Clayton Lee. My drink's going to be done before his story is done.
Probably. Both of the Lees, a Texas-based married couple, appeared in the O'Reilly's Factor. Sorry? I'll start that one again. Both of the Lees, a Texas-based married couple, appeared on the O'Reilly Factor 2006 to discuss their lifetime experiences with alien abductions.
What was that? Sorry. COVID. What was that?
It's a sneeze.
That was one hell of a sneeze, my friend.
Like, just snap.
That was beautiful. Wasn't that beautiful? Like,
Snap
we
that.
need an instant replay of that. Please give an instant replay of that. That was... Sorry.
This is why I don't do nice things.
Why you don't do nice things?
Specifically for you.
He always does nice things for me. He's a beautiful friend. I love this man.
Alright. Donna remembered being taken by slender, blonde, humanoid aliens to a cold metal room. They had trouble recalling details. After seeing a hypnotist, Clayton remembered screaming, "Stop touching me." That's the end of the story.
Wait, what?
That is the end of the story.
What? She just didn't want to elaborate anymore. She just like, "Stop touching me," and then she was like, and then I woke up.
I think that was the guy. Yep, Clayton Lee.
Okay.
Remembered screaming, "Stop touching me." I feel like I would also be screaming, "Stop touching me."
Yeah.
Whether or not I went to see a hypnotist specifically to find the words "Stop touching me" after an alien abduction
I know.
seems like an awful waste of money.
It does. It does.
I
Like, you
could've
knew an
told you.
alien abduction happened, but you're like, what were the words I said while
Yeah.
they were doing bad things to me?
I specifically remembered getting the finger up the doot.
But,
And
but what did I say after getting the finger up the doot? It's like, oh, stop touching me. Well, this changes the whole ball game. Like,
That's right.
this makes
$1,000.
everything different now.
Worth $1,000 just to make sure.
Oh, you're being
Stop touching
generous.
me. right in my head.
psychiatrist. Like, yeah, just that's now I'm not mentally messed up. Now I feel I can move on with my life because I know that I said, stop it. What was it?
Stop touching me.
Stop touching me while they had their finger up my butt.
I feel like it could have gone a whole lifetime without having to know that.
Yeah.
Could have
So
just guessed.
I'm gonna give that like 0.2 booze. Like that's like I'm giving it like a leg and an arm of a ghost right now.
I'm giving it a 0 booze.
0 booze.
I just
the first 0 booze.
I could have come up with this thing riding with my toes. The better. Again, the blonde aliens. Don't get me wrong. That seems like that's bringing that blonde, sort of Nordic alien thing back around. But I just can't.
I was trying to be a little nice by giving it some, but I think I want to retract my booze and give it 0 as well. This deserves 0 booze.
Just it's not a boo-worthy scary story.
It is not. So we're sorry to end on a 0 booze, but
it's the way that it goes.
it's the way the cookie crumbles. But yes, that's the end of episode 3 of Aliens. This is the one that I'm a big alien believer, but I feel like alien stories are always like your far-fetched like alien abductions and a bit of probing. They're never going to be those like really core like the Skinwalker ones are really good. Creepypasta, it's people using their real creativity, but I feel like alien ones like real alien stories are always really good. But I don't feel like that's a rare thing. I feel like alien stories are always like some rando or some hillbilly talking about how they got taken in their cornfield and got probed and then dropped back in their cornfield.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I don't necessarily believe in the alien part of them coming and saying hi, but I definitely feel like that these were more of an account as opposed to an alien story.
Yeah.
Yeah, they weren't exactly E.T. finger banging people in the cornfields, but they were definitely something.
Yeah.
And if you've ever experienced an alien putting a finger up your butt, let us know. Because I'll be interested to see anybody having the old alien downtown experience. But there we go. That's the end of alien stories.
Send them to Crimson, not to me, because I don't want to know about that. But yes, thank you for tuning in for episode 3. We clearly are getting far more drunker as this goes. There's one more episode to go, guys, and I hope you guys are still enjoying these and staying tuned. But it doesn't matter because we're recording this all in one night, so even if you're not, they're happening. They're getting uploaded. But until next time, guys. Bye!